Hello guys, welcome back to the book of Perfume by Jazadai. So once again, Daddy is here to give one important question answer that is asked by Wild Scenes on YouTube.
Who is this?
Daddy, this is your follower Wild Scenes underscore Z8J.
My dear followers, children, brothers, sisters who are there, kindly
Mention
mention
your
your
name
name
also,
also, because this IDs we can't recognize who are you. So kindly mention your name also, so we get a much clear that who is the person who's asking me the question.
Okay, so his question is, or her question, I don't know the gender.
His or her, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. But the question is there any method or you can say any clue that will inform us that we have delivered air into the patient circulation? I mean, any drop in blood pressure or physical conditions that will guide us to go to retrograde perfusion to remove air. I hope you will understand that what I want to say.
I understand, my dear. What is your question? Your question is how we get a clue that air enter in the circuit. Now question is, there is two type of circuit. Okay.
Okay.
So number one circuit is your like a closed circuit, and number two is your
Open circuit.
Open circuit. Open circuit mean like a cardiopulmonary bypass. Okay. Closed circuit mean like ECMO circuits.
Yeah.
So there is no opening in between. Like a cardiopulmonary bypass, we have the reservoir and there is opening. So this is open circuit. So if you talk about the cardiopulmonary bypass, how you get a clue? Number one is your physical appearance.
Okay.
The time you get the air.
There will be bubbles, right?
Yes. Usually you are getting air when your snugger is loosed, or somewhere is a leakages in between. You can cut off some part of the atrium or IVC or SVC, whatever the cannulated you did, and you are getting air in through the venous line, and of course there's a chance of air lock, and you will find the sound also. Okay, I'm talking about the cardiopulmonary bypass.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the normal airs.
Okay.
So like if the patient is normal, we injected the air, then blood pressure will drop and blah blah. No, I'm talking about the patient who is already on the bypass, cardiopulmonary bypass, and it was controlled by the perfusionist. Okay.
Okay.
So venous, airline, and physically you can see, and number two, you will find the decrease in your level reservoir.
Okay.
So cardiopulmonary reservoir level will going to start decreasing because of your air in the circuit, air in the venous line, and you're not.
So there will be less venous drainage.
Of course,
Okay.
you're sucking more air rather than the fluid,
Okay.
rather than the blood from the right atrium. Okay, or whatever wherever you approaches the venous cannula. Okay, either in a femoral or jugular or right atrial appendage or SVC or IVC. This is, I'm talking about the open, like cardiopulmonary bypass, routine bypass. Okay, with the gravity. Usually we are getting a volume through the gravity. So we need to know the source of entering of the air. Clear?
Clear.
So the source of entering of air is only and only from the venous side.
Okay.
Mean access side. No from the arterial. Very, very, very rare. Ask me why.
Why?
Because in the arterial, you have a positive pressures. Less chance to enter air.
Anything, yeah.
Okay. And mostly we get the air through the venous line. And that air was going to be trapped into the reservoirs. So very minimal chance that it will going to enter in the boot, and from the boot into the oxygenator, and from the oxygenator to the patient. It is like a very minimal chance. Very, very minimal chance. So this is the clue. The first clue is your venous line. Okay. Second clue is your trappers, like a bubble trappers.
They will start alarming.
Yes. And you will get stuck air in your reservoir or in the oxygenators, and you can see the physically oxygenator, there is the air, and you can remove through the opening of the recircle line or the Persian line, whatever be available with you. This is open circuit. Now we'll talk about the closed circuit like ECMO or left heart bypass, or extracardiopulmonary membrane oxygenations, VV ECMO or VA ECMO. So usually this is the closed circuit and with the kinetic force. Before was open circuit and with the gravity. The force of the gravity is draining the, with the saphenous drainage we are getting all the volume, and the very less chance of entering of air into the system. But in case your level sensor is not working, your roller pump is on a higher speed, and your bubble sensor is not working, we have the safety measurements there, and it enter into the oxygenator. Still, even the 50 mils of the air will not pass through the membrane oxygenator, okay? Till you physically push, manually push. But in case you push the air into the circuit, into the patient, so your bubble alarm is start alarming, okay? So that is the time you can just clamp your arterial line, inform to the surgeon, air in the circuit, and you can open your recirc line. Just try to remove the air, clamp your venous line, clamp your arterial line, open your recirc line, and remove the air. But if there is a minor air continuous coming through the venous line, inform to the surgeon that I'm getting air in the venous line, and decrease your RPM, decrease your pump flow, so to minimize the air. And secondly, you can partially clamp your venous line to keep removal of the air, and it will make by decreasing the diameter, there is a less chance to get cavitation and airlock in your venous line. Clear?
Yes.
Now we'll talk about the closed circuit like ECMO, like with the kinetic force, with the centrifugal pump. So as I mentioned even before, even the open circuit method, in the closed circuit method, still the source of air is your access line. So when we do the safety checks, we always go from the access to the return.
Return, yeah.
Right? Right now here, so if usually in the venous VV ECMO cannulation, and if you want to add some like a central or venous CVP lines, extra lines, there is a chance of entering of the air in the circuit. Okay, and how will you get a clue of the circuit? There is a bubble alarms available with the soft alarms, that there is a micro bubble alarm is there. What you have to do, if there is a change in a pump flow, change in a blood pressure. Clear?
Okay, clear.
And by fluctuating your pump flow and the chattering, they will be there if there is a huge amount of air in the access line. So you just inform to your team member that there is air in my ECMO circuit. You just clamp your return line, take 50 cc syringe on the pre-membrane pigtail, and suck the air through the pre-membrane. Don't clamp your access line, and try to find the source of air. Okay. Yes. So tell someone to please find the source of air, and meantime you can drain your you can remove air from the membrane, and hardly 100 and 150 mils if it's maximum air in the circuit. Remove it, confirm, find the source of air, stop that issue, eliminate that source, and then start your ECMO flow slowly up and go back to your pump flow. So this is the method how you're going to get a clue of air. The clue of air is your bubble sensor, your safety alarms, Microsoft alarms, and then intervention is there. If it's a huge amount of air, your intervention will be activated automatically, and you will get the fluctuation of your pump flow. Then you will get a decrease of your blood pressures and decrease of your saturation. Patient may be going to desaturated, and you have to act accordingly. Clear? So the clue is by your safety alarms, level sensor, bubble detectors, bubble sensors, and physical appearance, change in the sounds, like there's a sound will be something like that. Then you can open your hydrophobic ports, which is helping in a closed circuit to remove air from the membrane. And usually you will find the air in the access line, access side, not in the return side, because return is the positive pressure, so there are less chances of the air in the positive side. And you can remove air from the pre-pigtails of the membrane, not the post-pigtail of the membrane. Almost not more than 3 cc of 3 syringes of the 50 mils with a lever lock. keep your hydrophobic port open for like a 30 minutes and then close it back and go back with your full flow, with the routine flow. Hope I'll try to answer what is your question. And if dear my colleagues, my friends, my students, if you like this video, kindly share it among your community. Like, comments is very important and necessary, and your comments make us more motivated. Have a nice, very good day. God bless you. Bye bye.